Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Video Games, back with another cool classic arcade game. Today it's 1981's Sega Turbo. This is a game that was really successful. I remember seeing it all over the place whenever I was a kid, and that was in the late 80s. They still had them out in certain places. I used to go to a flea market and they had one there, and we played it all the time. Sega Turbo. This is the upright version. They made three versions. They had the mini. They had the upright version, which was probably the most popular one. And they had a cockpit one that you sit down in. So we've had this one for a while. We had a little board issue with it. We finally fixed it up, so figured we'd shoot a little video. The artwork's pretty cool. And it has a cool cabinet design where it's kind of got a hood over it, which kind of isolates you whenever you're playing it so that you can hear it and kind of be in your own little world. So this side's pretty much just a mirror of the other side. Sega had these cool, the art was cool on these. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of a Japanese thing. See how shiny the side of it is? And it's plywood, but it's thinner plywood. And they had this neat T-molding that's got this double kind of teal row. So it goes, you know, down both sides and across the top. So, really simple gameplay. You are this little F1 car there. The lights will allow us to film it. You're this little F1 car, and you're basically trying to dodge all the traffic. But man, is it tough. If you've played it, you know that to be true. This is a really hard game. So the controls are real easy. You got a steering wheel, of course. There it is. Had a cool little logo in the middle. You have a gas pedal, no brake pedal. I can't remember, but I think the cockpit may have had a brake pedal. I can't remember. Steering wheel. All this other stuff's pretty much fake. So you've got this vacuum gauge. It's fake. And you've got this oil gauge. It's fake. There's no oil in this game. And you've got a little start button. Coin door, of course. And then over here you have a shifter, so it's low or high. And it's got a nice little wood knob. Alright, and so one of the cool things about this game was whenever you got a high score, it was displayed on the game. There's no sign up top because of just the way it's made. So up at the top of it, it just says Turbo. And there's a couple little lights behind there. If you take that screen off, if yours is burnt out. Or I think the turbo part actually is a tube. If you take your bezel off, there's a light behind there. And then over here, you've got this. So your score, that just basically, the best I can tell, that just keeps running as long as you play. You may get points for passing cars too. And then the best 5 is displayed here: first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Unfortunately, it doesn't save it after you turn the machine off. So it was the best 5 since the last time it was turned off. They didn't put a battery on it. You can work around that where you can put a RAM chip on there that'll actually save that, but I've never really tried that out. But I've seen kits for sale online to make it where it remembers your score. So I always like these games because they're so early that the names were just so simple. Like this one was just called Turbo. This game was so early, it was the game that they got to call Turbo. On the back there's some tack stickers. I always like kind of showing those. This is the Sega plate. This particular one says serial number 108983. And then let's see here, in order we've got 1981, which would have been the first year. We don't take these off if they're, you know, old. We just think they're cool. So the first year it was out, they paid a $25 fee to the state of South Carolina. And then the second year it was out, South Carolina got smart and changed the fee to $100. I believe around 80 or 81 was when all like the video poker machines came out. So the industry really changed, and so South Carolina wanted more to put a game out on the location, so it was now $100. So that's the one from 82, 83, and then on the top here is the one from 83, 84, also $100. So it's kind of cool whenever they've still got the tax stickers on them. So that is Sega Turbo. I will get the tripod and we'll play it a little bit, but basically I'm going to predict what the video is going to be. It's going to be me crashing over and over and over and over and over again. Be back in a second. All right, folks, so here we go. I've got it where you can kind of catch the score on the side there rolling up, so I mean, I might get up to 10 or 20 points. The screen's a little bit degoused, or I don't know if it's degoused or goused, but it's I never knew which way it went. But the little area down here that's slightly discolored, and the area up here that's slightly discolored, that's because if you move a game around, depending on what area, what direction it's aiming, the Earth's magnetic field kind of messes it up. So, but we will play through it. It looks pretty good. I've got the keys, so I'm just going to add free credits. You can see the monitor's jumping a little bit too, but minor issue. Here we go. Let me see if I can reach the pedal without knocking over the camera. All right, and again, really tough game. I'm not going to do that great, but we'll play through it a little bit so you guys can remember the good old days. So basically, you just got to steer really quick. That bottom speaker's needs a little attention. Once the ambulance goes by you, it won't come back or slow down. You can't catch the ambulance, basically. And on the snow, it's real slippery. Oh. About to run out of time. Let's see if I get some bonus time. Whenever the screen changes, you always get messed up. Get that extended play. Let's see what we can do. Oh no! Still got time left. see how that guy did that, right? He went right into me. All right, there we go. Sega's Turbo. So my pitiful score is 13,754. Horrible. But hey, look, I'm the best in this location. Look at that. Unbelievable. So there you go, folks. That's Sega's Turbo, old school game. Figured we'd shoot a little video of it to add to the collection of videos that we have here online. By the time you see this video, this game may already be sold. If it is, maybe we've got something else that you'd be interested in. You can see all of our games that we have for sale at lionsarcade.com, or you can stop by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. But if you're not in the area, just subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're going to be having a ton more videos, so we will see you next video.